Oh, g'day guys, welcome back to Arthur's videos. Have I got a doozy for today's episode on this? Okay, you know, you can see the Italian safety hats out. And you know what the worst is? I'll tell you the description on the top of the YouTube clip I'm about to talk about. What a joke. But before I get into the into this video, I need to get myself ready for it. I got a new one for you. I'm getting into a cafe chai. Okay, I've got my cafetiere here. I'm going to pour the coffee in. All right, there's the coffee. Okay, there it is. I'm pouring the coffee in. You can sort of see I just made it. I'm going to get my JMO. And I'm going to, you can hear that I'm opening the bottle. So you guys can see there's the coffee. There's the JMO. And I'm having a coffee chai. There it is. There's a pouring the coffee. What it is, goes, yeah, man, what's with the coffee, man? What's with the coffee? Mate, before I go, I'm going to I just got this in a couple of days ago, guys. It's in my Pinwicky Jameson cup with a coffee in there now. I can't scull it, all right? It smells not bad, too. All right, what it is. I can't scull it down because of that. I got a package the other day in, and I opened that up. There was this and a few Game Boys to repair. I got it from this guy here. Okay, I've been doing a few of his boards and all this stuff. All right, I got a big show bag out of him. What was in the show bag? He got me 2 bags of coffee. All right, there's his coffees there. You know, there's this coffee. You can sort of see I've opened it up. There's another one. So he gave me about 1 kilo of coffees, you know, basically, you know. And while he gave me that, he also gave me a white t-shirt because he knows that I wear a white t-shirt. So there's my white t-shirt, you know, check that out. With his logo and then a white t-shirt. I might wear this when I go to Japan, walking around the streets there in Shiguku, you know, and in Kabara. And all the Japanese girls are going, oh, you check the t-shirt out. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. They'll be taking photos of me wearing this t-shirt walking down the road. You know, I also got a couple of stubby holders, you know. Oh, I had a laugh when I got all this, you know. I got a couple of stubby holders. And I got a little fucking sticky I put on the back of my ute, cruise around, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so I got to give him a thanks, man. Because he turned around and he said to me, "Coach, you need to relax and have a good wake-up morning coffee with a coffee, you know." So, no, my bloody phone's ringing now, you know. Oh, I got to turn that off. So, don't you love it when you're trying to shoot a video and the phone goes? So, yeah, guys, that's the deal. I'm having a coffee now. Okay. What's under the Italian safety hat? I've been meaning to do this. This is a dedicated one video for this. So what's under the thing after all that crap? Yeah, man, get to the point. What this is, it's a Bootleg Galaga. Okay, this is a dedication. I'm talking about bootlegs of Gallagas. This is the most popular bootlegged Galaga ever made. Okay, and what happened was the boys from PCB, Geeks PCB, made an adapter for me, a special adapter for me, for this particular version of board, basically. And why is I needed the 5 volts. I'll go and get another one. So here it is here. You know, my videos aren't prepared. This is their board. I said, can you make us a bootleg version with the extra plug here, okay? I asked if they put a plug in because I choose whatever plug I want, and for the videos, okay? So I make my own harnesses. I just get the board and that with the edge connector put on there, and I'll just put my own plugs on, you know? And well, the reason was that I had another one from another company. There it is there. And what happened was the voltage drop was so badly, okay, it was just shit, you know what I mean? So I asked them for these guys to make this, you know, and with the extra 12 volts, extra 5 volts, I explained to you why. And while they were doing this, they go to me, goes, oh, they wanted to make the daughter board because a lot of boards are losing their daughter boards. That's their daughter board there. This is the prototype. Okay, they sent these as a prototype towards me. There was a few bugs in the, he's missed out a couple of tracks in there to fix up. So I got it sorted out and gave my 2 bob basically on the response, you know what I mean? So, guys, I need to finish the coffee off. Okay, and so they gave me, I worked out the missing tracks, because when you're coming up with a board and you're copying from another one, it's not that easy. So that's how the blanks come in. That's how the blanks come in, basically, you know. So that's how I got it. I populated it with the sockets, so in case the board socket use my chips again, you know. So that's what you do with the prototype. So they've done these. You can reach out and sort these guys out. Back to these this Galaga here. What happened was with the Galaga, I had a lot of issues with these. Problem with these Galagas, what happens is, okay, all right, there's the Galaga, so you can sort of see what I'm talking about. That's the Galaga. Don't look at it, okay, but you can hear in the background, that's the Galaga. All right, so what's up with this board is the power. It's a bit of a hungry little board. It doesn't look much in that, but if you have a sticky nose where I plug in my multimeters, okay, hang on, where's the multimeter? Yep. It's on 5 volts. You can sort of see it's on 5 volts, okay? You can see where I probed it, okay? It's in 5 volts, all right? So then what happens is, on the bottom of the board, okay, on the bottom of the board, I've put another plug in there, all right? I'll disconnect, I'll show you guys closely. Why? Yeah, what happens is, now if I put my multimeter on the board, okay, I actually have, we're going to pick up its voltage. It's in there now. Okay, see it's 5 volts. Hang on. You can sort of see it's 5 volts now. Hang on, there it is there. There it is, it's 5 volts. You can sort of see I've got my probe in there and it's 5 volts, all right? So now we've got 5 volts on this bottom of this board, okay? Now, if I disconnect the 5 volts, okay, and then I'll shove it back into the edge connectors. There it is there. Have a look at the voltage drop. Okay, I've got 0.9. Okay, yeah, man, it's not that much. Trust me. Over duration, that's measuring it from there. All right, so your chips, you've lost about 1 point. Okay, by putting the voltage, the rest of your board is at 5 volts now, the same as your the top board. So I asked them to do this just for me because I've got a few of these to repair, and I spent a bit of time while they're playing up basically, and that was one of the reasons. So the plug that I've got, it's standing up like a sore thumb, okay, like a fucking hemorrhoid. I've ordered vertical ones that come on the side. So let me unplug this and I'll try to explain to you when it's unplugged, you know. So you can sort of see how it's standing out like so, you know. So if you got your board inside the cabinet, that's going to stick out. So I've got a now plug coming out this way. So the 5 volts, it will come out on a side like that, basically. All right, so I've got them ordered, but I've used these because Namco uses it in all their game boards and that. Now, by doing, hang on, let me flip it this way. By doing what I've done with this is what I use, okay? I don't know how they're going to supply theirs. I like to do it this way because it clips in properly, and because I've used these for all my Sega boards. Now, the biggest common problem with these bootlegs and that is with this one here, okay, with all these, dude, I had to replace all the sockets again. Yeah, man, why you keep changing all the sockets? These single wipes, I keep saying in all my videos, I play all my other videos, guys. The problem is the single wipes, okay, it's only got one pin, or one thing on the pin holds it in, basically. And they fade up after they start moving. All right, so I changed all of them. I put all new sockets in there. There's the whole bag. I'm going to give it back to the guy. So the new Z80 ones, that's half your problems too, and all this. So I had this board running. Hang on, let me finish this coffee. Hang on, there's the coffee again. The cafe shape. Cafe means coffee, okay? So it's coffee tea, okay? What happened with this board? It was playing up, okay, and most of the problem with these boards keep coming with error codes on the screen. It's these six RAM chips here, okay, they're 2114s. So it's easy to go out, slam new six ones in, eliminate your problems. So I said, no, I'm going to work this bastard out. So I kept it running, and what I did was I put 6 new ones, then after an hour, half an hour, I'll put an old one back in from the original one in there and leave it again. And then I kept doing that for another half an hour till I worked out it was these two guys here in the board was playing up, basically was doing the heebie-jeebies on this. But first of all, you have to clean it all up. But if you do all your elimination problems with the sockets and all this stuff, mainly the sockets, because these boards, they're an arsehole. Okay, don't forget 82, man. The problem with the sockets have gone over time. But don't forget, these have been on in arcades for years and years. And then what happens? The sockets play up. All Z80s have to work together on this board to communicate. If one drops out, they won't boot up because one's the game, one's background, one's sound, and one's whatever. It's a complicated Namco system with 4 Z80s to run it, basically, you know. So by doing all that, eliminates your problems, you know. But as I said, I've done it by that. I said I'm going to test this at my theory out. My theory worked great. I've had this running, okay, and it's fine. For home use, you're going to have it on for days or weeks to make money, you know what I mean? But by eliminating all your little problems and that, it'll save you by changing the sockets. It is time consuming, you know. As I said to you, get a good desoldering station, and you can get it going, basically. So yeah, and as I said, this is a reset line for the board. That thing it comes up to, that's IC over here, somewhere over here. Okay, so basically the guy's new daughter board does work. Okay, let's plug it in. There it is there. Have a look. It's booting up. Okay. I just modified underneath so I don't need that reset line. So there you go. So it's all booting it up. Now, wait. Yeah, man, that's a bootleg. Do you have an original? Mate, I do have an original. Okay. You know me. I've got issues, got problems, and all that crap. So here, this is the original. All right. I'm going to put it in the camera view. This is the original GALLAG board, basically, you know. You got to sort of see it, how the program is, the Z80s, basically, how they got it. And these are the custom masks. These are custom chips, basically, you know, like a TTL. It's a TTL all in one, okay? I'll get to those soon. So that's the bottom off the board, basically, you know. So you see how they got the video plug? That's their video. And that's their 5 volts and the ground. 5 volts ground and 12, 5 and ground, okay? Now, problem with this fucking motherfucker, yeah, that's right, I dropped the MF in there with Samuel Jackson to see you. Have a look what this guy had to do to fix this board up. Have a look. Remember, I said to you that the legs, these freaking ICs, all of them are fucking, the legs are breaking off. Fabrizio has made these, okay? All right? The guy in Italy has made these. Kelsis, his name is, whatever, his website, Google is down the bottom on my YouTube clip. And he's remade these. Now, look how many I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 4 on this board, which are corrupt. Another one over here, which is, you know, another chip, you know. Another one over here is gone, you know what I mean? All right. And then on this side here, he's all right. I can't believe it. This side's all right. Okay, because I've got a Bisconi and it's missing a couple of these. All right, so you got to ask yourself, you know, it's an original. How far do you go to fix it? You know what I mean? Basically, this GALLAG board. So, which is easy to repair? This guy down here, this guy here, or this prick here? You know what I mean? So, all this you can buy off the shelf. Basically, all the stuff on there is off the shelf. You know, that's why I keep saying you know, I'm still drinking my fucking coffee. It's hot. You know, which is easy to repair, you know what I mean? But as I said to you, yeah man, I want originals, you know, yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, if it wasn't for those guys out there reproducing these chips and all this, this board's useless. I've got about 4 of these or 5, whatever I know. I've got a couple of Bisconians and a couple of more Gallagas in this era, you know. I just wanted to show you, you know. And but when you were playing those games back in the day, you wouldn't know between the original and the bootleg, you know. This is one particular one. There was another one which is longer. It doesn't have this little subboard on the top, this daughter board. But the problem with these is it just kept resetting and all that. But if, as I said to you from the beginning, you just put your money, redo all of it, you know what I mean? This, hang on, I'll go back to another one. Now, see this one here, okay? I'll zoom in there. You can sort of see it's got the Midway program. So how do you get the Midway program? Is easy. It's the 4 chips over here, okay? On the side here is your program. It's 4 chips. And you change that, you can put whatever program you want, Namco, Midway, whatever. And if you want to go to shooting fast, it's just 1 chip, number 4 chip, you change it to go rapid fire. All the programs are out there. The problems on this board, the problem on this, even the sounds you can't even notice, you know what I mean? Have a look, you know? Because of my bloody light up the top, I took my light off. Yeah, have a look, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, as I said to you, how do you notice? Hang on. You know what I mean? Great game. Absolutely great game. For its age, it's still everybody will go and play it, you know what I mean? But as I said to you, you know, like I keep saying to you, you got to give credit to everybody who's making all these stuff, like these guys, you know, guys, how many bootlegs are out there? Said, dude, make it, people will buy it, and they'll eliminate. I've made it for these guys as well, and to show you what makes a difference with the 5 volts, you know what I mean? Because and if you've got a good power supply, it makes a hell of a difference, you know. But on that note, yeah, man, you've done a shit game. You couldn't play it properly, you know. Yeah, it's not playing it. I was actually using my foot to play the joystick. All right, but as I said to you, I'm going to give another cheer out to these guys, to the guy who gave me the coffee. So at least for this month, I'll be drinking coffee, you know. Made in Australia too. All right, but yeah. So on that note, as I said, it always comes up. It's hard to come up with stuff to talk about. But, you know, the old saying of mine is, you know, in these videos, you know, if you want, you can reach out to me, like a few people have reached out on some other issues and all those, basically the aristocrat stuff. Reach out. I'll try helping you guys up. I'll come up with some new topic to talk about, you know. And on that note, you know, the old saying is, you know, pinball machines and video games and pokies is a passion. So, guys, all right. So, yep, guys, cheers.